The Undertaker has revealed the one match that would bring him out of retirement, Kurt Angle has revealed he is open to a WWE TV return, and Drew McIntyre has revealed his 5 dream opponents from outside of WWE. Welcome to Wrestling Republic News, your daily show which brings you all the non-dirty wrestling news in the time that it takes for you to drink your morning coffee. Before we get into all the headlines today, if you could leave a thumbs up on this video, that would be massively appreciated. The Undertaker has revealed the one match that he would come out of retirement for. Reflecting on his match with Kane against DX at 2018's Crown Jewel pay-per-view on a recent episode of the 6 Feet Under podcast, The Undertaker revealed that a rematch for that match would be the only match that he would come out of retirement for. He said that with all the experience in that match, they should have been able to do it in their sleep, but they couldn't, because that's how badly he wants to make up for what they did last time. I mean, personally, for me, I'm honestly not sure if I could see this happening. In fact, I'm almost certain I couldn't see it happening. I mean, firstly, I don't think Triple H can even be cleared again. But secondly, I feel like it's too risky because, let's be real, I think there's a very good chance they don't top it. I think there's a very good chance it's just as bad or worse because these guys now, these aren't the guys who we grew up watching. They are now a lot older. And I think behind the scenes, they are all fantastic brains. But on screen, I think that time has passed. Kurt Angle has revealed that he is open to managing Chad Gable's American Made faction. During a virtual signing at KNS's WrestleFest, Kurt Angle was asked if he'd consider a return to WWE television. He said that if it was the right amount of money, he'd be very much up for returning as a managerial figure, and used American Made as a faction that he would love to manage. But he did firmly rule out any possible return to the ring. He is not interested in that. He would only want to be on TV if it was in a managerial position. Personally, I would love to see Kurt Angle back on WWE TV. He's so entertaining. When he was Raw General Manager a few years ago, that was great. So I'd 100% be up for this. But American Made, I'm just not sure if that would make sense. Because the entire point behind the faction is that Chad Gable is the brains behind it. He's the one running it. So I think if Kurt Angle came in, well, I'm not sure if storyline-wise it would be the right move. Drew McIntyre has revealed his 5 top opponents that he would love to face outside of WWE. During a Reddit Ask Me Anything session, McIntyre was asked about this, the 5 names who he would like to face who currently aren't in WWE. He replied, Will Ospreay, Kazuchika Okada, Joe Hendry, Tetsuya Naito, and Tomohiro Ishii. Man, all of these would be absolute bangers, no doubt about it. Unfortunately, though, I'm just not sure if I can see any of them happening. I mean, Joe Hendry, I guess, is possible, but if they did do like a one-off match and just some random show, I almost think WWE would be more inclined to have him tag with Drew McIntyre rather than go against him. But who knows, maybe at like a live event in Scotland or something. I'd love to see it, I hope it does happen, but as for the other 4, sadly I just don't think we'll see them happen. Bad Blood will have a special start time. It will start at 6 PM Eastern, which is 11 PM UK time, instead of the usual 7 PM and 12 AM, or even sometimes they do it an hour later and start at the same time they do Raw and SmackDown to 8 PM Eastern. But this one will be at 6 PM Eastern, and the reason for that is there's a UFC show the same night, and they expect that card will start around, well, the main card for that will start around 10 PM Eastern, so they want to ensure that WWE's pay-per-view is well and truly done with by then. Of course, this is because the parent company, TKO, own both WWE and UFC now, so putting 2 shows against each other, it doesn't make much sense. Truthfully, I'm a little bit shocked that this even happened to begin with, considering neither of these events were announced before the formation of TKO, so I'm not entirely sure whose mishap this was for this to happen, but it does seem a little bit strange because the prelims will definitely clash with Bad Blood, so I don't really understand the move at all. AEW star Thunder Rosa is out of action. On a recent episode of Busted Open Radio, Thunder Rosa revealed that she is currently out of action with a concussion. Rosa's last match took place on the August 31st edition of AEW Collision, where she took on Serena Deeb, Queen Amanita, and Hikaru Shida. Of course, here at Wrestling Republic, we wish her all the best with her recovery, and she said that she hopes to be back in just a couple of weeks' time. But unfortunately, the injury news continues because TNA star Steph DeLonda has revealed that she will be out of action for almost a year. She revealed at TNA Victory Road that she is going to have to undergo neck surgery for a neck injury. but she clarified and made it clear that she would not retire and she would be back. TNA announcer Gia Miller later revealed that the recovery time is 6 to 10 months depending on how the surgery goes, so we certainly wish Steph DeLonda all the best in her recovery. Athena is now the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion in the brand's history. She has now surpassed Samoa Joe's 645-day run. And congratulations to her, it's well deserved. Obviously, Ring of Honor no longer has the momentum that it used to have, but what Athena's been doing in Ring of Honor has clearly been the highlight of the brand since Tony Khan took it over. I still don't know who could beat her. I mean, Billy Starkz is the obvious prediction, but I think there's a long road until we get to that match. Now it's time for the Raw preview. And there's been a lot announced for tonight's episode of Raw, including the return of CM Punk after the Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre was announced for Bad Blood. The Judgment Day will be defending the WWE World Tag Team Championships against the New Day. Braun Strowman will be taking on Bronson Reed in a match which could well break the ring. No, seriously, I'm going to call that right now. And Dominic Mysterio will take on Damian Priest in what will surely be a very heated contest. But Natalya will be taking on Zoe Stark, and Sheamus will do battle with Pete Dunne in a match which personally I think could be a banger. But that's all the wrestling news for today, guys. If you did enjoy, please hit the thumbs up button. I will be back tomorrow, same place, same time, for a little bit more wrestling news. See you guys then. Peace.